let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So since the demons want to comfort me,
do you want rice?
We're going to... Yeah, baby, please. My girl's asking me if I want rice. Of course I want rice. I want all the rice. Let's discuss this text that I received. And this is coming from somebody that I deeply loved and respected. But they chose to take sides, and in my opinion, the wrong side. You know, I've heard a lot of things in my life, especially from this person. You never go against family. Well, it looks like they did. Looks like they went against their own code of ethics. So we're going to go through the text. And keep in mind, this text came in at 1:30 in the morning, so...
Demon time or what?
Demon time. Well, either one, right? God or demon time. Just which one you subscribe to.
Sure.
Quoting you now, what is an unorthodox way to deal with your ex? Why have you put your family on blast for the internet for all the world to see? Well, when you try to bully me in private and you try to take my kids away, file CPS reports on me, and among other things, try to destroy me. I mean, all I'm doing is speaking about it publicly. But demons want to hurt you, and they don't want you to talk about it. So I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that same thing, but that's what I experienced. Say good morning. Hi, Ruby. You like to read comments ridiculing your ex and justifying the horrible things you say about her. Again, like no questions regarding her actions or why is he even acting like this? Don't care. Already picked a side, went with the narrative, and that's fine. God will separate you from people that can't go where you're going. You say God directs your life, but God would not condone you calling your wife a cunt and exposing your kids to the internet with predators out there who can hurt them. So now you're bringing God into it, and I know you don't speak to God, you don't hear God, you don't even follow God. The thing is God fights my battles for me, and I don't have to do anything to people. So be prepared for whatever consequences that come your way from God, not from me. You know, because you are judging someone else's servant. I'm God's servant. Romans 14:4. Who are you to judge someone else's servant? To his own master he stands or falls. So I'm prepared to meet God anytime, because I meet God every day, you know, and I answer for everything that I do and say. The Lord looks at the outward appearance of man, and God looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. Saying horrible things about your kid's mom can hurt you and will hurt your children. A father who truly loves his kids will never do what you're doing. Wow. These are very, you know, I don't know how to say provocative, but these texts are looking to provoke a reaction. She's saying that I don't love my kids because of what I'm doing. Beautiful, beautiful statement. Saying I've had an example to follow all these years, and you know her husband would have never badmouthed his ex. Her son is way more important than his pride. You had us, your family who loved you, and you threw us away. You called us a family of losers. So that was something you jumped in front of that I wasn't calling you a family of losers, but you're welcome to take that if the shoe fits. I wasn't speaking about you, but I've learned from you that just because they say they love you does not mean they are for you. The knife in my back proves it.
Crazy concept. Crazy.
So I basically had told her that, hey, you know, it hurts my feelings that you don't call me and you don't want to see me, and you don't really care about us the way that you say, and that translates to a knife. I mean, it's kind of silly to me, but
who's she fighting with?
You know who she's siding with.
I know.
The demon. First my sister, then you. Divorce peacefully. I tried, and you don't even care to ask me anything. But the thing is so I made a video yesterday about people that are easy to manipulate. They go with one story, and they don't even ask any questions. So partially I feel, you know, I was under that manipulation spell for a long time, so I understand how good this other party is on creating narratives, and she got to you first, and you don't agree with some of my decisions, and that's fine. But the thing is, when you stand before God, you You won't be able to say like, hey, this person told me. I was like, okay, God's going to ask you. And, you're coming up against a chosen vessel. And I know who I am. So that's fine. Okay, God wouldn't approve of what you're saying, so let no corrupt communication proceed from your mouth. That's a good verse, Ephesians 4:29. But Scripture also says in Ephesians 5:11, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness. So you're siding with darkness and you don't even realize it. And the thing is I can't even have a conversation with you because we're living in a spiritual battleground, spiritual warfare, and you don't even understand what's happening, where your darkness is using you to get to me, to try to say hurtful things to me. It's just common sense to discuss everyday stuff about your kids, so quit making it like you're doing her a favor by talking to her to discuss your kids. Well, Auntie, she abused me. She abused me for a long time. And I'm sticking up for myself now. So, quit making it seem like you're doing a favor by talking to her, discuss your kids. That it doesn't include an outside person to have any say whatsoever. You wouldn't want another man having a say regarding your children, would you? I would never allow any woman to have any say with my kids. Not ever. Take the high road by being civil. Yeah, that's nice. Very, very nice language. And
can I just add?
Jump on it.
Using your partner to buy your kid a watch and track them is an outside voice. But you probably left that part out.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about partners having say in someone else's life?
There
it is.
Yeah. I mean, she just doesn't know.
You don't know what you know?
So, as far as like, what I'm doing and saying, you shouldn't expose wrongdoing. Proverbs 31:8-9, speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves. So I am helping a lot of people through hard times. And, it's crazy. It's like from the people closest to me, I get hate messages. From the world and strangers is, you saved my life today. So, Isaiah 1:17, learn to do good, seek justice, and correct oppression. Yeah, you're jumping into a battle that you have no knowledge of, because God directs my steps. He tells me to speak up on this. So Ephesians 5:11, expose the world of darkness. A loving father would never. Yeah. So God judges love by faithful action, not by another person's opinion. Just communicate peacefully. Scripture agrees, if possible. But peace requires both parties. Take the high road. Do not, and I am, by not repaying evil for evil. I'm overcoming evil with good. You're hurting your children. Yeah. Let's see. Let's keep it going. Stop putting them in the world for your children and for the world to see. When you stop putting them on the internet, personal information can, bad people can find your kids. The world is not safe. This is interesting. You may as well open your home to the world just like your mom did. So my mom used to bring guys over. I caught her several times bringing men over and sleeping with them. It's crazy because they love throwing that in my face. They love throwing the fact that my mom brought people over and slept with them in front of me. So it says more about them than it does me. You're doing the same thing. Another thing, quit quoting grandma. She would never condone what you're doing or saying. Your kids are precious. Please protect them and hope you can find a way to communicate with them on peacefully and make your kids happy. Yeah, that was a crazy text that I get. So, if you're going through a similar situation, people are going to come against you and what God's doing in your life. God is telling me to speak up against everything that she's doing. That's what I'm here to do. So, if you come at me crazy, you're going to be content. That's it. Big A Man will say dangerous.